Time management. Good time management is not just an issue for work, it is an issue for our lifetime. Success as a friend, parent, spouse, anything requires good time management skills. Success in any endeavor requires giving it the proper amount of time at the But before learning more on time management, let's realize the importance of time. Time is money. Let's say the bank of time. Just imagine that each of us has such a bank. Its name is time. Every morning it credits you with 86.40 seconds, and every night it writes off as lost whatever of this you have failed to invest. It carries over no balance from the day before. It allows no overdrafts. Each day it opens a new account for you. Each night it burns what remains of the day. Well, to realize the value of 1 year, ask a student who failed a grade. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who has given birth to a premature baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask a patient who is waiting for the results of medical examinations. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask a person who just missed the plane. To realize the value of 1 second, ask someone who narrowly avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who won a silver medal at the Olympics. Time management. Time management is the process of directing how much time is spent on certain activities. You could also think of it as the art of having time to do everything that you need without feeling stressed about it. Time management strategies involve planning your available time and being aware of the amount of time you spend on each. Good time management makes happy people and happy teams. Time management can have a tremendous effect on your life. Here are some benefits of being able to manage your time effectively. Stress relief. Making and following a task schedule reduces anxiety, and when checking off items on your to-do list, you can realize that you are making tangible progress, which helps you avoiding feeling stressed out with worry about whether you're getting things done. More time. Good time management gives you extra time to spend in your daily life. People who can time manage effectively enjoy having more time to spend on hobbies or other personal issues. More opportunities. Managing time well leads to more opportunities and less time wasted on trivial activities. Good time management skills, such as prioritizing scheduling work, are among the key qualities that employers look for. Ability to realize goals. People who practice good time management are able to better achieve goals and objectives, and do so in a shorter length of time. Managing time effectively helps employees to meet targets way ahead of deadlines and finish off tasks just when it's required. More organization. Keeping the things at their proper places minimizes the time which goes on unnecessary searching of documents, important files, folders, stationery items, and so on. For better time management, individuals keep their workstations, study zones, meeting areas clean and organized. Increase of an individual's morale and confidence. Managing time effectively makes individuals accomplishing tasks with the stipulated time frame, making them popular in their organization as well as amongst their peers. Increase of productivity. Output increases substantially when people manage their time well. Better planning and eventually better forecasting. Individuals learn to plan things well and know where exactly they stand 5 years from now. Let's see some powerful tips for your effective time management. Set smart goals. If you aren't clear about your goals, values, and priorities, it's hard to make a plan and hard to make a good decision on the fly. Get specific, write them down. Set goals that are achievable and measurable. Use the SMART method when setting goals. In essence, make sure the goals you set are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Identifying your goals, both large and small, can give you a clear understanding of where you should focus your time in today. For example, if your goal is to complete a project by the end of the week, Write the overall goal and the smaller goals that will lead to the completion of the project on time. Working without goals and targets in an organization will be similar to a situation where the captain of the ship loses his way in the sea. Make effective planning. Plan your day well in advance. Create a to-do list for each day. Creating a structured plan for each day can help you better understand what you plan to accomplish and the steps you can take to get your tasks done. Complete pending tasks one by one. Do not begin fresh work unless you have finished your previous task. Tick the ones you have already completed. If you can't do it in the day before, make sure you write out your first thing in the morning. A time log is a helpful way to determine how you use your time. Record what you are doing in 15-minute intervals for a week or two. Evaluate the results. Did everything you need to do was done? Which tasks require the most time? What time of day you are most productive? Where is most of your time devoted? Use a planning tool. Time management experts recommend using a personal planning tool to improve your productivity. Personal planning tools include planners, calendars, phone apps, wall charts, index cards, pocket diaries, and notebooks. Writing down your task schedules and items to remember can free your mind to focus on your priorities. Apps on your phone can be great planning tools. There are several time trackers to know how you spend your time savers to increase productivity and break time, wasting habits, and task managers to prioritize and organize tasks. Schedule small tasks, such as drafting an email, creating a grocery shopping list, reading, watching webinars, or when waiting for a call or appointment. Capitalize on what would otherwise be time lost. Avoid non-productive activities such as playing games or scrolling through social media. Limit scheduled time to about 3/4 of your day to allow for creative activities such as planning, dreaming, and thinking. Group similar tasks together. Save yourself time and mental energy by trying to complete all of one type to do before moving on to the next. Prioritize wisely. Managing your time effectively requires a distinction between what is important and what is urgent. Focusing on the important activities allows you to gain greater control over your time and may reduce the number of important tasks that become urgent. Here are some tips that will help you prioritize your tasks. Creating a priority to-do list is an easy way to prioritize. When making your to-do list, consider ranking tasks from most to least important. Work through the most important tasks, such as those that have the closest impending deadlines, and then you may choose to group items in categories such as high priority, medium priority, or low priority. Number them in order of priority or use a color coding system. High priority tasks must be written on top, followed by tasks which can be done a little later. Make sure you stick to your task list. Figure out when your brain is most engaged and schedule your hardest studying or most challenging and important task then in 15 to 45 minute chunks of time. Remove the lowest priority items altogether or set them aside as scheduled threads. Use the Ivy Lee method. The Ivy Lee method allows you to focus on your most urgent priorities for the following workday. The method suggests writing your top 6 most important tasks at the end of the day and prioritize each task with a number from 1 to 6 to label its importance. The following day, focus solely on the first task until it's completely finished. Once done, you can move on to the next task and so on until you have completed them all. Apply the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix is a popular tool that helps you distinguish between tasks that are important, not important, urgent, and not urgent. The quadrant has 4 boxes in which you can split your task to prioritize what you should focus on first. They also correspond with the 4 Ds of execution: do, defer, schedule, delegate, and delete. Box 1. Important and urgent. Do this task first. These are priorities that are most relevant to your goals. Box 2. Important but not urgent. Defer this for later in your schedule. Box 3. Urgent but not important. Delegate this to others if possible especially if they do not contribute to your long-term goals. Box 4. Not important and not urgent. Delete these tasks or do them when you have free time because they are distractions from your priorities. Once you've determined the importance of each task, try to complete the tasks in the urgent and important category first before moving on to the others. After that, you can focus on the not urgent and important tasks. Set a time limit and deadlines and stick to them. Learn to take ownership of work. The person who can best set the deadlines is yourself. Ask yourself how much time needs to be devoted to a particular task and for how many days. Use a planner to mark the important dates against the set deadlines. Setting time constraints for completing tasks helps you also be more focused and efficient. Making the small extra effort to decide on how much time you need to allow for each task can also help you recognize potential problems before they arise. Apply the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro is a technique invented by Francesco Cirillo that helps you organize your working schedule in the most effective way to meet deadlines and avoid burnout. Here it is how you can implement it. First, choose the priority task you need to have done in the day. Estimate the overall work volume and then split up your workflow into small chunks called pomodoros that can be completed in 25 minutes. Add these tasks to your plan. Pick a task, set a timer for 25 minutes, and minimize distractions. Switch off your phone, keep focused on the activity here and now. Stop when time is up and make a note. Take a deserved break. Stretch your back, have a sip, and drink some water. After a 5-minute break, you should get back to another Pomodoro. As soon as you have finished 4 Pomodori, fully recharge your batteries with a 20 to 30 minutes break. So leave your desk and then repeat the session again. Such a cycle of intense focusing and relaxing trains your brain to keep to a set schedule, improving your concentration, tackling procrastination, which seems unbeatable for many. It positively influences the quality of your results, boosts productivity, and helps you meet deadlines. Delegate. Delegating means assigning responsibility for a task to someone else, freeing up your time for tasks that require your expertise. Identify tasks others can do and select the appropriate person to do them. Select someone with appropriate skills, experience, interest, and authority needed to accomplish the task. Be specific. Define the task and your expectations, while allowing the person some freedom to personalize the task. Check how well the person is progressing periodically and provide any assistance, being careful not to take over the responsibility. Finally, reward the person for a job well done or make suggestions for improvements if needed. Learn to say no. You'll never learn how to manage time at work if you don't learn to say no. Only you truly know what you have time for. So if you need to decline a request in order to focus on more important tasks, don't hesitate to do so. And if you take on a project that is obviously going nowhere, don't be afraid to let it go. Get organized. Little things make a big difference. Create a filing system for documents. Unsubscribe to emails you no longer need. Automate repetitive tasks or processes where you can. Create systems for organizing and accomplishing tasks to increase your efficiency. Finally, eliminate distractions. Social media, web browsing, co-workers, text messages, instant messaging. Well, the distractions at work can be limitless. A key to personal time management is being proactive about getting rid of them. Set your door to limit interruptions. Always have in mind, if you lose money, you might get a chance to make it back, but a wasted hour is irreplaceable.